how do you scale up the wisdom you've just shared so that actually we have an opportunity to educate the people that have the chance and the means to make the changes that are essential?
Theoretically, you want leadership at the top, right? You want to say, that's intolerable. And there's a population that speaks to it. But for two reasons we don't see it. We're not living in those neighborhoods. We don't go into those schools just personally. I mean, this is a wonderfully intellectually enriched crowd, and by and large, we don't have that. So I would say if you can have direct contact, I would say, by the way, it's an incredibly enriching experience to see the world through those people's eyes and to empathize with them and so on. It's fantastic. And then you look at averages. In other words, the average unemployment rate or the average income. The averages are misleading. So how would you know, right? But I would say it's an adventure go into that school, see that through their eyes, and then feel it. But some way or another, you got to deal with it and you got to raise it. I think more likely that we won't adequately do that, and then we're going to encounter the consequences. Eventually, it'll beat us over the head, but it may be too antagonistic. I think the real thing is that you really have to understand that I'm I barely got into college on probation, and I'm a very ordinary guy who stumbled on some of these particular approaches. And so the thing that I want to do is to pass those along. And when you leave here, if you just think, does that have merit? Because it's you all, right? In other words, so there are so many of you, and you could do that, and you could change that. And then if you do it, then you could help other people do it.